Hey everybody, welcome to the Eye Opener Society. You have Gary, you have the wonderful Hannah who just celebrated a birthday. She's a lot older than she looks. Trust me, I wish I had her looks. I think I look young. Yeah, I look young for my age, but she looks incredibly young for her age. So big shout out to Hannah. Today is August 13, 2023. We are doing a quick little 10-15 minute videos, and we're going to start putting a little bit more out there because I think the world has such a short attention span these days. We like to sit down and talk and do hour-long podcasts and all, but a lot of people don't like listening that long. So we're going to shoot out these here little small talks, and then eventually by end of a week, every 2 weeks, bring together a bigger podcast for everybody. But we do enjoy everybody who does listen to us, whether it be for the 3 seconds or it be for the entire hour. So these here little talks are just going to keep you a little bit stimulated. We're going to give you some ideas. Again, it's for you guys.
Yeah.
And Hannah and I, listen, today, we felt that shift, didn't we? Something was going on. Now, this happens every day. We feel really good or something just seems off. Mm-hmm. Today seemed off. So how do you deal with this stuff? Hannah, how do you deal with this stuff?
Breathing exercises for one. Definitely. Just taking a deep breath before you react. That's a huge, it's hard. It's a huge, hard thing for me to do. It's a challenge. There's the word I was trying to find. Mm-hmm. It's a huge challenge for me because sometimes I'm just I'm fire, so I just want to react. But just literally just stopping yourself right before you're about to open your mouth and react, and taking the breath and kind of grounding yourself. And with me, I kind of I don't know, I do this weird thing with my hands where I'm kind of releasing the bad energy out. I just kind of move my body a little bit and just shake it out a little bit. And then definitely just taking a step back for me and just being okay, it's a bad day. It's a bad moment. It's, it's not a bad life. Your whole day is not ruined just over this minor inconvenience. Good things take time, just reminding yourself positive affirmations during a stressful time like that. But today was just really...
It was off. And
it was.
I brought this up only because we experience this as human beings. We have the ability to feel different things that are going on. And I got up this morning and everything seemed like it was really okay. I know we wanted to do this.
We had a good morning.
We did. We really did. And we were out. But I think sometimes the overstimulation and we become excited and there's things we want to get done and we know they're going to get done.
Yeah.
But then something happens and these things don't really get done and it starts to affect you and it starts to kind of change your day. But we as human beings are open to this shift in energy that we feel. And it wasn't a depressing day, but it was just one of those things. Everything just felt off. I couldn't get myself motivated to do anything. So I take a nap. Sometimes you take these little naps and you wake up and they recharge you. Yeah. And I also think it's almost just jumping into another dimension when you wake up.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you wake up, everything is different and your mindset changes. And when I woke up, same thing. I said, okay, well, great. We were supposed to do our recording today and that's what we're doing now. And I felt better about doing it. And now that we're actually doing it, I'm feeling even better now about myself. Yeah. It's an energy release. So keep this in mind when you yourself start feeling, hey, there's something going on. Don't fear it. Embrace it. Listen, we're going to go through ups, downs. We're going to feel the whole gamut of emotions as, we go through life and as we go through each day. That's what the world is made up of. That's how we are challenged. That's how we figure out more about ourselves and how we deal with it. It's going to change, and it changed very quickly for us.
Yeah.
Hannah doing her exercises, me doing my nap, and everything shifted. The energy shifted back around.
I wish I could nap.
I know, I feel bad. But we can always work that out. You can always ask. And you see, we reach out to each other too for help. It happens. Sometimes we become overwhelmed. So that's key.
I think the problem with a lot of people is that, and I'm not trying to call anybody out because I'm guilty of this sometimes, is that people are just on such a high of having such a good day that just any type of minor inconvenience, it's like, it devastates you to your core. And it just is like, it just kind of blows up in your face. And I think more people need to realize, like with me, I've just been practicing that with me, is that like, I don't want to say this wrong, but don't allow yourself not to be used to disappointments or setbacks. Is basically what I'm trying to say. Because nothing is ever perfect. There's always going to be a flaw or a down in any situation, but that's just what makes the journey worth it, you know, because you can just take a step back and be like, yeah, I felt like this, like, oh, it just was dwelling, like, it took so long, but at the end of the day, like, once it's done, you know, it's done. You'll just get that immaculate, like, high, and you'll forget about all that negative energy that you feel. So I just feel like a lot of people just, instead of just dwelling on, you know, oh, it's not done, or, oh, like, I was having such a good day and now it's ruined just because something happened, something didn't go your way. I just think more people just need to take a step back and just, you know, live in the moment. And like you said, process it, feel it, own it, and then just push on.
And if you take anything away from this, I want to mention 2 words: inner peace.
Yes.
Where does that come from? Inner. It comes from inside. You're never going to get it from the outside world. You're going to get it only from looking on the inside. This is where meditation comes into play. When you're focused on that inner peace, it changes the outside world. The outside world is always going to be changing, constantly. We have to accept that. So whatever change it's in, accept it. The peace comes from within. Learn to focus on that inner peace. And that will change everything on the outside world. Helps you understand it much better. One other quick thing. I talked to somebody yesterday about religion and their journey. This is the minister side of me coming out. I normally don't talk about religion unless somebody is asking me about it. And found something. He's in the Christian religion, and he used 2 words together: Christianity, fear. I asked him, why was fear in the same sentence as religion? Always remember this: no matter what path you take, whether it be a religious path, whether it be a spiritual path, never let fear get in the way of that. Fear should never be in anything. Fear is a way to control you. Religion likes to control you. Spirituality, you're freer to think on your own. But if you are following a religious path, strip away all of the dogma. Strip away all of the, all that nonsense that comes around it. Focus on the primary goal of that religion that you are following. That God, that goddess, whatever it may be. Follow only on the basic teachings. Everything else that comes along with it, the churches, that's all man-made stuff. That's what everybody's putting out there to control and fear, give you that fear. So think of religion as religion and not fear. With that, ladies and gentlemen, that's our quick talk. Hannah, do you have anything you want to bring up to anybody?
Do you want to do a shout out?
I actually would like to do a shout out, which I wanted to end up, but if you want to do the shout out, please go ahead.
This morning?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, yeah. So this morning we had the pleasure of, we are located in southern York County. There is a little cute coffee place that just opened up around the corner from us, and it's called the Fat Cat, and that's PHAT, Cat. I think it's called Coffee Company.
Coffee Company, correct.
Yeah, and it's located in Red Lion, Pennsylvania. It's right on Main Street, and the atmosphere there.
Wonderful.
It was so wonderful. It gave like this perfect vibe that me and Gary were just both like so in love with. Wonderful food, wonderful coffee, wonderful drinks.
And wonderful personalities too.
Yes.
Which matters to me.
Yeah, they have a cute little rewards program. I think it's like you buy 8 and you get a coffee free. Very well priced. I think we each got 2 drinks and a little sandwich. What, it was like $12 or something like?
So, yeah.
It was fairly priced, just friendly, unbelievably, I felt beautiful energy from, the owner was there and the employees there. And it's just amazing little spot. So I just wanted to give a shout out to them. They are on Facebook. Like, again, I said, it's Fat Cat Coffee Company. And that's PHAT. And yeah, if you're in the Pennsylvania area, York area, even if you're not, check them out because amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Hannah. And also, don't forget about us.
Yeah.
eyeopenersociety.onpodium.co. eyeopenersociety.onpodium.co. That's our website. You'll get notified if you sign up for email notifications every time we have a podcast. You'll be notified right away. Check us out. I like to see people jumping on our website. Everything's free. We don't charge for anything. Definitely do that. And also, listen, we are going to be teaming up with Changing the Narrative podcast. Sophie Catherine, tomorrow night. If everything works out, we are going to be on her show. And for the first time, we are going to be interviewed. We're going to be on the other side of the microphone. I'm
excited.
Yeah, this is definitely... In the meantime, go check her out. It's Changing the Narrative podcast by Sophie Catherine. I know she's definitely on Spotify, but if you look it up on your favorite, platforms,
iHeartRadio,
look for iHeart too as well. So iHeart, Spotify, I know for a fact she's on there. Check her out.
She's on Instagram too.
Yes, check out Instagram, Changing the Narrative podcast. I gotta say, I know Hannah gets very personal with stuff, but I can't believe how personal and how deep Sophie Catherine gets. And it's what's exciting us to be on that show because there's, again, some amazing energy that we're feeling from her, and I think it's going to be a fantastic show. Then down the line, we're going to have her on our show, too, as well.
Yeah, forever grateful for wisdom. She just hopped on, and
absolutely.
It worked out. Like, the universe brought us in each other's paths for a reason. So, she's kind of motivates me, listening to her podcast to, maybe one day when I'm, comfortable just, doing one of those, just spilling the beans, letting you guys know why I am the way I am, what I've been through, So maybe you guys will have that. Maybe.
Maybe. It depends what she pulls out of us. I don't know what to expect, but I think it's going to be a fantastic show. So once again, that's Changing the Narrative podcast. That's on iHeart, Spotify. She might be on some other platforms, not 100% sure. And don't forget to check us out, eyeopenersociety.onpodium.co. Hannah and I would like to thank you for joining in on this smaller talks. You're going to see a lot more of these smaller talks. And then we'll do our big ones too as well. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And we'll talk to you again really soon.
Talk soon.